Now, the City of Cape Town is giving incentives to customers who use electricity sparingly. It's introducing Cape Town Power Heroes and calling on residents to switch off with the aim of saving 60 megawatts. eNCA's Monique Mortlock is on the story and joins us now to give us all the details. Monique, good morning to you, colleague. I mean, this sounds like an incentive that I can't resist. Pity I'm in Johannesburg and not in Cape Town. But what are the details around this?
That's why we are here to speak to Cape Town's Executive Mayor Jordan Hill-Lewis to find out more about this Power Heroes initiative, because when the City of Cape Town announced it, and I saw that the Mayor announced it yesterday on Twitter as well, saying that this initiative is going to get on its legs pretty soon, and I saw many people already giving suggestions. And Mayor, you saw that for yourself as well. I saw some people suggesting they get certain devices to link to your geyser so that it switches off at certain times. Is this what the city wants, to get these innovative ideas from its citizens?
I was really very pleased by the huge positive response to the announcement yesterday. Let's just start with exactly what it is that we're trying to do. The example that you used of the little gadget on your geyser is basically exactly what we're doing. It's using modern technology, the internet basically, to attach a remote communication device to your geyser entirely voluntarily. It's important to say it's only people who are power heroes that want to sign up for the program. And when we are in those peak demand phases during load shedding, we can save ourselves an entire stage of load shedding by going in remotely through Wi-Fi, through the internet, switching off thousands of geysers around the city just for those couple of hours. And people won't even notice that it's off. The water will still be hot. A couple of hours later, when the evening peak is finished, they will come back on remotely, and no one will know the difference really, but people will notice the difference in that we have a full extra stage of protection against load shedding, if enough people sign up, of course. And so that's why we are calling on people voluntarily, please sign up. It will really help the city. And on top of that, you will actually be compensated. We are going to give people an incentive to be a power hero. So the whole city will get an incentive through one lower stage of load shedding. And you personally will get an incentive if you sign up for us to communicate remotely with your geyser.
Now, just explain how it works exactly, the application for the tender. I know that it's not out yet. Just explain how that works, because I saw that it's through a third-party aggregator.
Correct. So what we do is we go to the market and we say we are looking to save 60 megawatts, which is a full stage of load shedding, at the evening peaks when load shedding has hit us. And that company is going to go and sign up members of the public, go door to door, go and offer the incentives, go and explain it, go and install the little devices that work through the internet. So that should happen early in the new year, and we really encourage people to sign up. That's the aggregator that we're talking about.
And tell me, because I saw some people asking, but how much can we get? And I saw that the city mentioned it will be up to the aggregator to decide, in terms of incentives, just how much it will give back to consumers.
Yeah, that's right. The exact details of the payment plan still need to be worked out. We're just going to market yesterday, which is what we announced. So the tender is out, and those aggregators can now apply or submit their bids. And we'll see, based on their bids, who's offering the best deal, who's offering the best incentives to the public, and then that will be the successful company.
And finally, will there be a mechanism in place to ensure that the system doesn't get abused for those who might think, okay, I'm going to get this tender, get all this money, sign people up, get consumers to save electricity, but then they might feel, I'm not beholden to the city or bound to actually provide an incentive to consumers. I'm just going to keep all this money to myself. Is the city looking at a mechanism to ensure that consumers do indeed get incentivized?
So the city goes through quite a lengthy contracting period with every contractor that works for the city. And we enforce those contracts. So that will be clearly written into our contract, and if our contractors don't comply, as is quite often the case, we get scallum, scallum contractors that try to shortcut or take, cut corners, and we try to follow up and enforce those contracts quite firmly.
Thank you so much, Mayor. I know you have a MACO meeting to get to. Thank you very much for explaining to us that Power Heroes initiative. You heard it there from Mayor Jordan Hill-Lewis explaining the Power Heroes initiative, saying that while it went to market yesterday, this initiative is likely to only get underway early in the new year. Right now, that tender process is out, and for those small businesses or even consumers who may have ideas of how they can get many consumers to reduce their power usage, those consumers or businesses will be able to apply for that tender.
All right, so some time there, I see, for consumers and businesses to apply, Monique. But thank you so much for bringing the story to us. eNCA reporter Monique Mortlock for us in Cape Town.